You are now listening to Sembang Panas Podcast.
Yo, what is up people? Selamat datang ke lagi satu episod Al-Kisah Podcast. Sebelum kita mulakan kita ni podcast, jangan lupa podcast kita dibawakan khas kepada anda oleh teman-teman kami daripada AceRealtorsSg untuk masyarakat demi masyarakat.
Jadi kalau korang nak beli rumah ke jual rumah ke, tak payah pening-pening kepala, korang boleh saja hubungi ejen-ejen yang bertauliah di laman social media mereka @AceRealtorsSg.
Korang juga boleh terus hubungi mereka di talian 88779923 88779923.
Dan macam kita selalu cakap, tak kisahlah korang nak beli rumah ke, jual rumah ke, sewa rumah ke, ataupun korang nak tahu lebih tentang cara pekerjaan sebagai seorang ejen hartanah dekat Singapura. Mungkin korang berminat, korang nak join, nak cari team untuk be part of.
Betul.
Ace Realtors is the one for you. There's a reason why they are the number one, the best in the market.
Do you know why they number one?
Why?
Because they with Al-Kisah production. I'm joking.
Kita akan jumpa korang sebentar saja nanti. Let's go.
Podcast cakap betul, tak ada sorok-sorok. Ini podcast cakap betul, tak ada sorok-sorok. Ini podcast cakap betul, tak ada sorok-sorok. Ini podcast cakap betul, tak ada sorok-sorok. Siapa-siapa boleh go, semua kita undang. Siapa berani masuk, jangan sebat temberang. Al-Kisah bikin panas macam goreng pisang, itu sudah terang. Panggil semua geng-geng minat turun, jom masuk ke langgang. Jom masuk studio, dah berapa banyak idol, kita kasih sampai viral. Al-Kisah dapat title, ini sembang panas. It's not for the weak, ini sembang panas. Real love on the mix, boom. Sembang panas, 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 panas. Sembang, sembang panas, 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 panas. Sembang, sembang panas, 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 panas. Sembang, sembang panas, 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 panas.
Yo, what is up people? Nama saya Aidi Isham
Liza Liza.
Saya Jazin.
dan kita masih lagi bersama dengan teman kita
Kakak Nana.
Kak Nana.
Kak
Dari
Nana.
Seorang wedding vendor dulu.
Betul.
That started off, yang kita dengar in part 1, started off dia punya journey by trying to do for herself. Dia punya gubahan because she cannot get gubahan yang dia nak dengan company lain, and she always got rejected. So dia mulakan, dan itulah datangnya dia tiba daripada gubahan, dia pergi henna, daripada henna dia pergi makeup, daripada makeup dia pergi apa tadi?
Sticky toes.
Bukan foto booth. Sticky toes.
Aku still cannot move on from that sticky toes.
Asyik, oh my god, bau dia boleh naik. Like, can you smell it?
It was green also.
Jangan buat kita muntah.
Okay. Jadi tadi kita ada cakap juga because Nana actually share dengan kita banyak stories.
Betul.
About pengalaman dia selama berapa tahun kira bikin?
8.
Selama 8 tahun menjadi seorang wedding vendor. Mesti 8 tahun. Kau try imagine, and every week mesti ada orang kahwin.
Betul.
Definitely every week ada karina macam-macam.
Betul.
Jadi apakah pengalaman lagi yang you nak kongsikan dengan kita?
Maybe from consultation to apa tadi dah share henna kan, maybe gubahan ke,
Gubahan pun dah ada yang jatuhkan. Habis
apa
lepas tu
makeup maybe makeup, then to the
rest
future.
lah. Everything lah basically.
Boleh tak saya share yang paling traumatizing for me?
Oh,
Yes,
ini yang
yes,
paling
yes,
traumatizing.
yes.
Okay,
Let's go.
silakan.
Okay, so korang ingat kan, sewaktu-waktu tu COVID dah datang.
Oh,
To our
yes.
place.
Oh yes.
COVID datang, korang ingat tak what happened to the couples?
Semua orang tak boleh ada
Kahwin
wedding,
lah.
tak boleh ada
Yeah,
wedding
I
dia.
think just need to register. Ni tu pun tak ada guest, tak ada apa, right, or something like that.
That was after that.
Oh, the first one
So remember what happened when Singapore came into COVID? It was red, right?
Yeah.
It was gone red.
Yes.
And then they said, okay, no gathering, no blah, 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 blah. They even included cannot kahwin. I'm sure there's lots of bride and grooms that also feel traumatized from this moment. Because no one was prepared for what was about to happen.
Yeah.
Both the vendor side, both the couple side. From, we're talking about vendor point of view,
Okay.
our clause, we never ever imagine that one day people cannot kahwin. Correct?
Betul.
Unless it's a death
Betul.
or putus lah,
Okay.
which is very easy to resolve. But what happens when the government, the MUIS or that tel cannot nikah? What do you do? For I'm sure everyone have a different experience. For us, it was so scary.
Oh.
We actually went down to ROMM because couples were texting us, telling us, "Kak, macam mana ni? Saya tak boleh kahwin. Awak dengar news tak? Have you heard the news? Have you heard the news?"
Oh, shit.
And kita orang kat dalam office tengah settle benda dorang kan. And you know, every week there is couples orang kahwin. You guys kahwin on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Some of you even on weekday nikah, then Sunday weekend.
Correct.
We were like, tak boleh kahwin? I don't know anything yet. Okay, let's just wait for the official announcement. Because the government was still trying to spread the news properly. So by the time we received, I don't know, our phone was flooding, 50 messages and going on. We cannot even open one by one pasal banyak sangat.
Oh no.
We decided, okay, let's go to RMM because
Yeah, you
those
want
are
the
the
official
people.
news lah.
When we reached RMM, there was already a queue. There was a long queue, macam kunafa queue.
Oh, damn, that long.
The officers were trying to stop people from coming in, and there were couples, so many of them with their parents or family members, shouting at the ustaz and the officers. There was one sentence I will never forget. Kalau awak tak kasih ke anak saya kahwin, kalau diorang zina, awak tanggung.
Siul.
Wait, it was that bad? We didn't hear
Yeah,
this kind of
yeah,
things
yeah,
happening during.
These are things that mungkin tak semua orang nak berbual about. Mungkin tak semua orang even had time to go down to see. And of course some couples may not want to spill the tea if their parents did that. You know.
Tapi tak ada macam video viral ke apa ke?
I think at
There
that
was
point of time
only-
people were just busy with like COVID. It was a new whole situation, so everyone was chaotic.
And the videos that they recorded, right, is more of ramai-ramai orang kat situ. Ramai orang yang
Dia tak ada macam that altercation between
Yeah.
them and okay.
And I think back then people were not in the mind frame of sikit-sikit record.
Okay.
They were still shocked like, betul ke apa? What's going to happen next? Our money. Because in their mind it was a lot of ping 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 20k. What's going to happen to our money?
Betul.
And it was so scary that we decided to patah balik, go back to the office and just sit down and okay, how are we going to tackle this?
Oh, you tak queue? You tak sambung the queue?
We wanted to come down and ask the officials, betul ke ni? You know, is there any possibility they can do another way? But because the crowd was so rowdy yang ada kat situ, that we decided, no, let's not get involved lah. Because I'm sure you see like the bigger names and all that, they were not showing that they were freaking out. So why should we, a small person in the wedding industry, come and make a hoo-ha?
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, that was also a reason why we never talked about this ever. Podcast ke, sharing dengan kawan ke. Because it was so scary. People came to my office and bang on the door asking for refund.
Oh my
Bang on
god.
the door without, like, I felt like it was a zombie apocalypse. People dah macam, I know you work alone, you work here, we will come here.
Uish.
Oh shit.
And people were not understanding. There was no gap space for, okay, let's talk this out, let's figure it out. Because the thing is, it's not us yang cakap kau tak boleh kahwin. It's the government. What are we supposed to do? You know, and people were trying selok-belok, sneaky ways to do it. You know, like, tak apa, kita kahwin kat rumah je, panggil ni buatkan. Boleh je, you just settle the gubahan. And kan the government say, if you were to exit your house, blah 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 blah, if not
For essential
personnel,
purposes.
kan ada saman. We also don't know. Singapore full of camera. We don't know who's what.
Betul.
Sekali orang kena saman, macam mana? Korang bayarkan ke saman kita?
Betul. Sampai to the point where HDB main kamera semua pun banyak tangkap orang yang keluar.
And remember when they said only one person can leave the house?
Yeah.
Apa cerita sah? Kita pun as vendors like macam, what do we do? It's not just your money on the line, but our income stops. Kalau orang tak boleh kahwin, habis income kita macam mana? You know? And to the extent people, I don't know, the most scariest part was for me was when one of the groom to be, they came to my office with 4 men.
Okay.
I was alone in the office. Came with 4 men downstairs. If you don't refund me now in 1 hour, I will bang the door down.
Sialah.
And these people know that when I used to do videos and all, kan tunjuk satu orang je. So they know you're working one man show. But to the extent macam you can see people's macam chaotic tau.
Yang customer ni dia engage you untuk apa? Gubahan aja ke macam?
Gubahan, ada photo booth, depends.
Okay.
Because everyone has either a la carte or full-fledged package. Even full-fledged with catering. Kan kita bekerja sama dengan orang.
Yeah.
It was scary. And when we would go to the other vendors, like, okay, how to settle korang macam mana? Korang dah dapat ni. Some also say, yeah, I also have to refund. But some refund. But if you guys understand the context, banyak orang book wedding 2 to 3 years in advance. Right? Some make deposit, some make full payment, some make installment. If let's say you book your wedding in 2000, this happened in 2024, how to refund? The money or the whatsoever is not there, right? It was already gone to expenses, gone to whatever. And what if for the one that were exactly that weekend yang kena kahwin tu, kita dah gubah tau barang dia. Kita dah hire, dah beli paper roll for photo booth, dah apa. How do we do that? You know? And at the end of the day, we refunded $50,000.
In total.
Yeah, it was literally everything. Because it was so scary, people were getting so violent. I tried to reason with them. Diorang macam, aku tak kisah, kau cari lubang cacing mana, kau kasih balik duit ni. Some of it is small amount, setakat $250. Not setakat, I know it's a big amount to some. But when you talk about you pay
Yalah, compare dengan yang 20-30,000
$30,000 upfront jack, 15,000, where else 250? You take a bridal package that's $3,000. You are fighting with me over $250. Are you kidding? Do you sorry, but like I was like, do you go to the bigger brands and speak like this? That you're gonna slap their faces? You know, and I my vehicle was very prominent last time because you know how we like to do branding of our car, right? So that was branding. Obviously on the road you can spot me. There was once I was so scared I called the police to come down because I had a threat. Somebody was gonna, dia literally cakap that kalau kau tak bayar by this date, kita orang akan calahkan kereta kau. We know your car.
Damn.
And I was scared even at the traffic light.
Busy sian.
Aku buat police report At that time I was in a long-term relationship. Partner pun takut masuk campur. Kalau family kena bantai. Because people were enraged in that moment. Nobody know what is right, what is wrong. Siapa yang ada duit refund je tu, diamkan dorang. But for those that no, let's resolve this, maybe we wait, maybe in a few weeks we can kahwin, you guys can do it, we can still do
Postpone
it.
ke apa ke.
What was your clause back then? Kalau let's say things like this were to happen.
We didn't have a clause for such COVID
I
situation.
mean, nobody would have lah.
We only had clause for death and if you putus tunang, which is standard lah. Of course, if death and putus tunang, just refund or sometimes they
Some
actually say
50%. Right.
actually some will say tak apa, simpan je, when I find jodoh I will still hire you.
Yes.
You know, so it was like kita tak tahu apa nak buat. And you could speak to everyone and everyone was like, I also don't know what to do. For us, we just refund.
I got a question. Like, okay, you see, they already spend the amount of money. Let's just say 50k. Okay, they already spend, they book dorang punya, like you say, 2020, 2024 dorang nak kahwin. Then tiba COVID happen. Okay, then would you was there not a suggestion to like do it in, or when COVID dah settle then we kahwin after that?
Ada. So we did suggest like macam tadi I cakap, we did suggest
Nikah dulu that kind of thing.
no,
Postpone
we were more of like, okay, let's see what the government say. At the end of the day, korang masih bersama, nak kahwin kan, still gonna get married, right? So this services like photo booth obviously tak boleh pakai lah, but you can use it for other things. Macam henna, you can use it for 10 more family members. Can figure something out, right? But diorang macam tak boleh kahwin means tak boleh lah. Tak boleh.
Dia kan diorang macam dah give up. I'm like, okay, government cakap tak kahwin dah, aku tak ada jodoh lah, tak kahwin lah, like that kind
And I
of
think it stemmed from fear, right? Because it has never happened before.
Yeah.
You imagine you have family members hounding down your neck. Macam mana ni?
Kau minta balik duit kau. Mesti ada
kau
salah
balik minta
satu.
balik duit kau macam mana ni? Duit mama. If you have a understanding background, inshallah that did not happen to you. But if you had, maybe your family saved for ages and ages for that was their only savings, mesti kau kancong of course. But it goes both way. Vendor pun, we got rent to pay, bro. We got staff, bro. We also have pre-book vehicle, pre-book this, pre-book that, also need payment, what? Kan then what we supposed to do? Call everyone and hang everybody kau refund aku sekarang, kau refund.
Then it become a vicious cycle.
Yeah,
Dia ni
yeah,
hang
yeah,
dia ni, dia
right.
ni hang dia ni, dia ni hang dia ni.
Macam, I think for me that was what I'm sorry to say, but it also came within our community where we most of the time, many of us preach sabar, kindness, forgiveness, husnuzon. But where was that when that happened for people? And I was a woman, men coming to say, I will slap the shit out of you until you refund me. You know, it was so bad that I still have the text messages, I still have the screenshots of these people.
Damn.
You know, there's a reason why I totally sold the business and closed it. I never want to go back into the industry again.
It's that bad. The traumatized is that bad.
Wait, so that means the business closed down time COVID because of this thing?
We kept it after COVID to fulfill some of our good customers that were really like, you know, I really love your style. There's no one else that can do this way. I've waited 4 years for this. Sis, please don't. We stayed on, but once we finished everybody, done.
The inner taking of new clients lah, just that one habis.
And there was still many, and I'm not saying that all of them are bad. We have so many beautiful memories with clients that stick with us until today. Pernah tak korang dengar clients so happy that dorang bookkan you a villa 4 days 3 nights with flight ticket.
Wow.
So I'm not saying
Sponsored.
that. I'm not saying that all is shit, but the shit ones were shit. And then there was some that was like, Masya-Allah, are you serious? And she's like, yeah, sis, because you took care of me and my family tak ada stress. I am so pleased. Please go on a holiday. Yeah, I will never forget that couple until now. You know? And then there are some that dorang nampak I kat luar kan. Sis, nah here I buy for you makanan. And dia bukan beli satu dia beli untuk keluarga aku juga.
So
So they're so sweet. And then there are some that macam still, you know how people reminisce their wedding day, and they will share the henna photo, the whatever, and then they post, and then they're like, sis, I will never forget your henna stain or your kind words when I was nervous. And then they will tag aku. Yeah, and macam birthday aku selalu hantar gift. So sweet. So we have like these good memories too, but it's not enough, unfortunately.
To overpower the scary ones lah.
Because you've seen the darkness of how people can turn. You know, and what can you do? There's only if people can say, alah, then do your clause properly lah, then go hire legal team lah.
But the legal team also would need to wait for something to happen. What? Then you don't expect something to happen first. What?
I call police. Also, police cakap, but have they touched you?
Kan.
How the hell was I supposed to feel? I was like, but there is a threat. I have proof that they want to hit me. Okay, they want to do something to my vehicle, and I am alone here in this industrial area. You know, there is no security footage here. Yeah, but did they touch anything? Did they touch you yet? Is there any proof? Then I'm like, so kau tunggu aku nak sepak dulu baru ni And true enough, this is where it turned for me. I was exiting the car park one night at 3 a.m. Dah nak balik lah. Dah penat dah ngantuk. Dah penat, gonna go home. Done with the orders. A car stops right in front of me. Aku dah macam, okay, stop lah. Aku ingat orang tu nak masuk apa, stop lah. One elder guy, I don't know, one grumpy looking makcik, and these 2 young boys came. Kau gini-gini kan? Kau stop. Kau berhenti. Then I was like, Nak cakap yes no tak sempat saya. Aku dah takut saya. And you know, I was in an industrial area where some industrial area is sunyi, gelap, got dogs. There's so many things to be scared of saya. We don't know what they're carrying in their freaking hands. The mother comes up to me and slaps me.
Serious ah.
And aku dengan helmet Thank God ada helmet full face. But that she just like that.
Oh ni you bawa motor, you tak bawa kereta? Oh yeah, because your
Because I
kereta got
switch
branding
right.
already.
So I switch Sampai macam gitu sekali aku switch. Sampai aku punya pakaian pun aku switch. Aku takut lah sah.
Like you went on
my
the
God, ni-
disguise kind of vibe lah.
Yeah, and those that I refunded don't even bother to say thank you sis, at least you know. No, macam dah dapat kan.
Entitled lah.
Aku pun sakit hati. I was like I'm trying my best to solve here. It's not like I run away, you know. This is what it is. This is not the story of somebody takes the money and kau tak buat service. This is the money is this shit happened to our shores. What are we supposed to do? We're supposed to work together.
Betul.
You know. Aku kena sepak tu aku stun sah. Aku macam did she not just sepak ni? Puas hati mak. Kiwak terus masuk kereta jalan.
Habis yang the pakcik and the two boys.
Tengok.
Lucky they never get involved lah. I mean that's
Dia
what I'm
macam,
trying.
tapi muka dia macam
Pada muka like that kind of
pada muka dia. Aku dah macam aku buat apa sial.
You tak macam ni customer yang mana ke tak ada?
Of course I recognise until now. You know when I walk around expos, I don't go to too many crowded areas because they
Kita tak tahu orang masih pendam ke tidak.
You know, community is small, and sometimes at expo we were terserempak. Sometimes these people they forgot that they did this to you.
But you remember.
But you remember. You sit with the pay there.
Correct.
You know, but for them it's just like tak ingat muka dia.
Tapi this is the thing. Aku stress out about one thing. Like macam if you think about it right, there's it's not whether needed to refund or not. The question is also why I need to refund. Let me try to explain this. Kau nak kahwin, okay? Then kebetulan COVID happen. I think COVID happened for like good few months. 3
years
months.
2 years kot.
2 years.
2 years lah. Tapi after they slowly start to lift out, lift some
circuit breaker everything.
Yeah. The thing is, bukan ke korang dah agree korang nak kahwin. It's just a matter of delay to a different day only.
Dia kalau yang during that period aku faham. Yang dah book, and usually kita yang nak kahwin ni kita akan book like 2-3 years in advance. Correct. Yang 2-3 years yang kalau buat bising tu yang aku tak faham. Like bro, calm the fuck down. Your wedding is like 2-3 years away.
Yeah. And it doesn't make sense where macam okay, that's one. If like let's just say already coming, like maybe like in the next 2 months kind of thing, right? Okay, kau dah you're supposed to kahwin, but then now lockdown lah and all this blah blah, so many things cannot wait until the lockdown, then after korang just kahwin ke? That's my thought. The money will still be on hold. You will still get delivered by the things that
like
you have.
Like I mentioned lah, COVID was a brand new thing to everyone. The DORSCON rate. So bila that happened kan, semua panic. First thing first, like what Nana say, the family member maybe is the one yang macam harping on their back. Secondly, you don't know when this will end. Thirdly, I think at the stage diorang macam, you know what, we are not going to get married anymore. This thing is don't know until 10 years ke 20 years. We don't know.
Orang yang fikir dah begitu tau.
Yeah, it's like really overthinking to the max.
So
that's why
kirakan I need to utilize the money first.
like
I
macam
need to
stuck
take
at
it
home.
back first in case
If lift up, I give it back to you.
Because dah tak boleh kerja and everything. So all this is kirakan diorang punya assets that they have.
Habis lagi aku rasa ada yang bahasa macam mana aku nak cakap like you know, some parents they do not agree with kau nikah dulu. Okay, tak boleh kahwin kan, tak boleh buat wedding kan, tak apa, nikah dulu. Dan nanti bila ni benda dah lifted baru kau sanding. Some people don't believe in that shit.
Okay.
Some people like macam okay, kau tak boleh kahwin kan, okay dah tak payah, then don't need to have the wedding at all. So duit yang semua kita keluar untuk wedding ambil balik, nikah je. Some people like that. So even though macam kau cakap tak apalah, nanti bila dah lifted kan nanti boleh sanding, nanti akan sanding juga. Some people don't want that.
But that's some people, but there are the other some people that nak means nak. Aku tak kisah government ke apa ke, ni Allah yang kasih. They pay that card.
Oh, ada juga.
Ada.
Aduh.
You know, they play. There are some people yang okay. At the end of the day, when they come down, alah nanti boleh kan. But there's another people where ni menikah kan Allah yang izinkan, is half of our deen, is blah 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 blah. They are persistent, and those are the one that can enrage. And in that period, people were starting to post stuff, right? People were making vlogs. People were starting lah.
Social media became.
And did you guys notice Makcik also were starting?
Yes.
Like suddenly you hear their point of view.
Yeah.
And everyone was silent. If you notice that period, vendor banyak silent. They didn't say their piece.
Yes.
A lot of let the brides, let the family. And I'm sorry to say, I've also been watching some of those stories back then. Banyak were not true. Because we vendors were friends. Kita berbual kan.
Okay.
Kau ni, kau punya customer ni cakap gini, kau gini. Tak adalah Sia, dia dah marah. Lepas tu dia post sembarang. Aku pun malas nak masuk campur. So they were like, but wedding pun people can talk like that. The truth, they just for content. Kau faham? For support aku. Biar aku boleh dapat duit aku balik.
Selagi aku tak dapat duit aku ni, aku boycott dia ni.
And they were at this series where boycott.
Yes.
Even who customer yang tak panic, dorang
Jadi panik.
and they even make telegram group. They even make telegram group, and then they started posting macam mana, you know how
Okay,
people,
apa korang kena dari vendor ni, list down.
And then they will like take screenshots of the conversation but not the full end.
Just the part yang the chaotic part then
or the part where the vendor cakap no, we cannot refund, because again like what Saiful said, there is a basis to refund. Mana boleh Tom, Dick and Harry refund sembarang. Korang kalau buat business, korang buat ke refund? You know, so they were doing like that, but they were screenshot only the part where they cakap no, tak boleh gini-gini,
take it
atau
out of context
take it
lah.
out of context. And then people will just add.
Ya, aku rasa a lot of customer punya thinking is, aku dah kasih kau duit ni untuk wedding, let's say photo booth, untuk wedding aku in 1 year time. Tapi sekarang aku tak tahu apa. Sekarang aku nak minta kau balik duit aku yang aku pas kau belum pakai apa. Untuk wedding
tak pakai
aku
mah.
like that.
Yeah.
But they forgot the cost of the material, the printing, the whatever behind the scenes.
I'm so sorry, but I'm gonna say this. I might get framed for this, but legit.
Don't ask for it.
No, I'm not.
Single time.
No, but I'm okay for this. You know. And here's the thing, macam I get to say this because it's our community, our people, apa. Okay. Tak. Talking about Melayu, anjir.
Anyway, I was holding it back. I didn't want to say it.
Aduh. Kau ni break aku punya rhythm tau kadang-kadang.
Kau bukan Korean Saiful?
Tak, saya dah di compare.
Mana Korean?
Saya di compare Apple dengan pear. Tak mau buat Korean punya cerita keluar. Yeah, so here's the thing, and I feel like this is one of the reasons why kita punya community never ever do investment before. Because dorang always, when I'm investing in the money, I'm expected to get this sum of returns. And they don't understand. Yeah, the good returns and all this. They never macam ever thought that if got risk tak dapat duit balik and all this. They never thought of that. Dorang just like, I need returns. If I put money, means money must come back.
Kau boleh pitch untuk ni, saya investment company, saya masuk sponsor.
Sialah, not bad idea. No, but it's true. You see, even for the weddings, right? You see, dorang dah invest on a very big wedding. They never thought of the risk of this happening. But it's not about the risk that is happening yang that macam kira-kira pains me. Is the way you react to the risk, you know. Dia macam like, what the hell, kau kena nak sepak orang, kau kena nak boycott orang sampai macam itu just because you didn't get it your way.
Yep.
And here's one thing that I learned. Doing a business alone, yes, there are many successful womenpreneurs, but in reality, in our community, if you are a solo womanpreneur, there's a lot more challenges compared to when you have partners, like a male counterpart, or if you have a group, as in a group of you that owns the business. Because I feel like people, kalau boleh, in layman term, kalau boleh cari can. Macam korang imagine sekarang, if we are the ones that own the business, the wedding business, all of us, all 4 of us, there's 2 girls, 2 guys. Kau rasa akan dihang macam itu tak?
Not really lah, because there's 2 guys to back up mah.
Kau rasa orang sampai nak cakap I will break down your door? Kau fikir balik.
Okay.
maybe those that don't do business don't know about perjalanan kami. Every entrepreneur has their own painful start. Banyak tak share. Banyak only share the good stuff.
Betul.
Right? And there are some of the viewers that don't want to hear the bad stuff. But every entrepreneur has gone through some shit that has molded them a certain way.
Betul.
For me, my experience, right, I belajar that dalam certain industry tak boleh bersorangan, means solo gender. Kalau korang fikir balik, if you do a podcast just all ladies versus mixed men and ladies, it's a different dynamic totally.
Betul.
You get bullied totally differently.
Betul.
So it's kind of the same in the wedding industry. Because you have to cater to the men's side and the women's side. And the fact that people knew I was working alone, I was an easy target, bro.
Betul.
Betul tak easy target? For example, aku tak ada ID punya backing, tak ada Saiful punya backing, tak ada Liz punya backing. Like now, we have a collaborating spirit when we're online, betul tak? Kalau dulu kan kita macam, kau buat podcast sendiri, aku buat podcast sendiri. It was like that back then too. We're not gonna like, this wedding company and this wedding company join together unless you are popular, dua-dua sama level. I'm sure you guys have experienced that. When you are a nobody, do people want to help you? But when you're somebody now, if you jatuh, aku tolong Saiful jatuh, ID jatuh. It was kind of like that. That's what I learned. Because
and I think the worst part is for a small vendor to be making noise, orang akan cakap vendor ngada-ngada. But if a bigger vendor
Hush.
it were to say it becomes we need to listen. I think it's the same one, the same
kind of
cara
like
juga.
that. And some bigger vendors, they have context wider range than ours. Dorang boleh pampang balik kat, okay, I'll ring the magazine, I will ring this media. For kita, dorang war dengan kita kat story je, Insta story apa, back and forth. Then tag. You know one thing that happened? There was one part they were tagging their family kan. And in the comment section, repost and tag. So in one day, I was receiving like 200 comments on my postings. Refund balik lah duit, refund balik tak halalkan lah, haram. It was like ongoing. I was like, oh my god, then I tried to reply, please learn the context first. You know, we are settling it with the bride and groom. Let us settle with the bride and groom.
Oh, it wasn't the bride and groom. It was the family.
No, it was their gang.
Their
Gang of schoolmates, their gang of
Siapa lah basically.
You know, so for me that was my first experience of true trolling.
Damn. But I mean, either way, the business had to close down. I think for your own safety as well. But how has it been? I mean, has it been better things for you all the way? Ataupun, I mean, for sure you already say you're not gonna open it up anymore.
So eventually, what happens after I finished everything was I sold the business. At first, I thought of just selling a big sale of everything, garage sale, right? And just clear this freaking chapter, close the book. But then a lot of my customers that were close, that became friends, told me that, sayang ni kak, you already gini. You know, it's a milestone in our life that we got married and you handle us. Why don't you try to sell it and then maybe somebody will take over and revamp everything, kan? At least you know you leave your small baby in a good hands. So I tried it. And I was so confirmed that tak ada orang nak beli lah siap. Dah serawat gini, dah seram gini. And back then stories of companies taking people money and hilang was popping. So I was like, no, people not gonna buy it. Dengan rezeki Allah, one day I opened my Facebook, somebody PM me and offer me a nice amount to take over the business. With the whole business model lah. Macam dia cakap, but you ajar me gini-gini because I've been watching you, your videos, you're so brave gini. I was like, in that 1,000 haters, there's that one loyal person that lifts your spirit up. Sis nangis. Aku macam, kau betul ke tantangan dia besar tau if you fuck up. Even if you reband, but it's big responsibility because it's people's wedding day, people's engagement. You don't play with that shit. Even when I talk about this, it's not something that I'm talking freely about without thinking about consequences about what happened to them. Kan? So the deal went through. I let it go. Chapter closed. And just focus on healing. But in all honesty, aku masih traumatized, bro.
I mean, kalau kita pun, kita sampai sekarang cannot.
I don't. I mean, I've moved on with my life. But every time I masuk an office space, like when I entered yours, it brought me
flashback.
right back to the knocking. I cannot tahan orang knock pintu. You know how delivery? Oh, aku begini.
Wah, that bad.
That bad, yeah.
Yes.
I mean, if we were in your position, for sure we will be feeling the same thing.
Dan kalau orang raise their voice, aku pun flashback. Everyone deals with their trauma different.
Betul.
Tapi aku punya betul-betul have still last an expression on me. That's why bila aku masuk office aku macam, okay, but this part is nice.
Alright guys, so kita dah sampai ke penghujung podcast kita untuk kali ini. Thank you so much Nana for sharing you punya side of the story and you punya experiences. Alhamdulillah, we've seen that things have got so much better for you. I mean it's definitely a milestone you wouldn't remember in your life lah. So kepada semua kita dah sampai ke penghujung podcast. Thank you so much for listening. Tapi sebelum kita pergi, jangan lupa podcast kita dibawakan khas kepada anda oleh teman-teman kami daripada AceRealtorsSg untuk masyarakat, demi masyarakat.
Jadi kalau korang nak beli rumah ke jual rumah ke, tak payah pening-pening kepala, korang boleh saja hubungi ejen-ejen yang bertauliah di laman social media mereka @AceRealtorsSg.
Korang juga boleh terus hubungi mereka di talian 88779923 88779923.
Dan kita akan jumpa korang semua di episod seterus Al-Kisah Podcast.
Cakap betul, tak ada sorok-sorok, ini podcast cakap betul. Tak ada sorok-sorok, ini podcast cakap betul. Tak ada sorok-sorok, ini podcast cakap betul. Tak ada sorok-sorok. Siapa-siapa boleh go, semua kita undang. Siapa berani masuk, jangan sebat temberang. Al-Kisah bikin panas macam goreng pisang, itu sudah terang. Panggil semua geng yang minat turun, jom masuk gelanggang. Jom masuk studio, dah berapa banyak idol, kita kasih sampai viral. Al-Kisah dapat title, ini sembang panas. It's not for the weak, ini sembang panas. Real love on the mix, boom. Sembang panas, 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 panas. Sembang panas, 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 panas. Sembang panas, 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 panas. Sembang panas, 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 panas.